If this is you right now, you're sitting in a cigar lounge or with a group of cigar smokers, somebody just hands you your first cigar, you're very excited, and then you realize, oh shit, I don't know how to light this. Then check out the chapters in the description below and jump right to the part where we teach you how to light your cigar quickly. Now for the rest of you who have a little bit of time on your hands, let's talk about the why. If I don't know the why, then I find myself reverting back to bad habits. In fact, that's exactly what happened to me a few years ago. It was 2017, and at this point in my cigar journey, I had been lighting my cigars properly for years. I just landed in Nicaragua with a buddy of mine, and we were sitting poolside at a hotel when we saw all these retailers lighting their cigars like this. Alright, maybe I was exaggerating just a little bit, but me and my friend, we were just casual cigar smokers and these guys were pros, so we thought, maybe we've been doing this wrong this whole time. So for the next couple of days, we were lighting our cigars like we hated them. We thought, how could we be right and all these veterans be wrong? One night, I'm sitting there torturing my cigar, when the owner of the factory we were there to tour looks over at me and makes a little face and says, hey, who wants to learn to light their cigar the right way? I was so embarrassed. I had been lighting my cigars the right way for half a decade, and now because I questioned myself and I didn't know the why behind why I was lighting my cigars the way I was, I looked like a noob-ass cigar smoker. The reason you don't want to direct the flame right into your cigar is because you're going to char those tobaccos. You're going to take a great steak and make it very well done, which I know some people that like that, most don't. There's nothing wrong with toasting the foot of the cigar at a 180-degree angle. In fact, I learned recently from my buddy Larry over at Smoke on the Water, the reason he does this is to get rid of a lot of the oils in that cigar, which create bitter taste, and he doesn't like that. But the thing that I didn't understand when I was in Nicaragua is that these guys weren't directing the flame right into the cigar, they're using the very tip of the flame. The very end, this is an extreme example, but they were using it out here, not here. I'm gonna burn my fucking hand. Now the way I like to toast my cigar is at a 45-degree angle and then rotate it. And again, you wanna use the very tip of the flame, not the body. Now because I take all information with a grain of salt, I went and tested Larry's theory and I bought a great cigar that I know I like and I lit it without toasting the foot. And lo and behold, it was very bitter. It took a while before that cigar got to the flavors that I'm used to in that cigar. Now another reason you want to toast the foot, which I was told by that manufacturer that day when he was teaching me how to light a cigar properly, is that it mends the wrapper and the binder together, which eliminates issues like canoeing and tunneling. And now you know why those two things happen sometimes. And now for you, my friend, the one who skipped all the way to this point in the video, here's how you light a cigar like a pro. First, you want to toast the foot. Hold the tip of the flame at the end of the cigar. You don't want to put that flame inside the cigar. Second, hold it at a 45-degree angle and rotate your cigar around in a circle, making sure to char the edges of that cigar. If you get that flame too close, you're gonna create black soot and it's gonna make you look like a noob. Next, once you get that black ring around the cigar, give it a little blow, makes it look like a pro, and it lets you know how much of that cigar is lit already. Next, you want to put the cigar in your mouth and give it a puff and churn it 1/5 at a time all the way around until the whole cigar is lit, like so. Again, give it a little blow, make sure that whole thing's lit. It's very important that you hold the flame at a 45-degree angle and make sure that it's not inside the cigar, that just the tip is touching it. This takes a little practice, but honestly, most people aren't even gonna notice. And now that your cigar is properly lit like a pro, check out this video over here on how the size and shape of your cigar can affect the flavor.